afternoon, and welcome to the only place of chill, the Two Marks Show. Yes, this is a blatant rip-off. This is a blatant rip-off of Ben's show, with permission, I might add, with permission. Right, now, trying to think what Ben normally does. Right, Mr. Cook is with me as normal. Good evening, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mark. How are you? This is like just a massively different environment. I'm glad you got permission for this, you know.
I've got full permission. Full permission.
Excellent.
Full permission. I've messaged Ben and said, seeing as you're away skiing, right, can we just blatantly rip your show off?
It's a fair do, isn't it? Let's have a little chill for an hour.
Yes, yeah, chill stream.
Get involved in the chat. Have a comment, and you know we're just going to be chatting a bit of anything. You know, bit of football, bit of life.
Yeah,
just chilling. How are you, Mark? Anyway, you all right, mate?
Yeah, all's good, man. All's good. Isn't it? Yeah, all's good. All's good. I will say I did have a coffee in town, just to sort of get prepared. You know that there is a coffee shop around my way, called Finca. They're only like a little independent thing, and they got 3 shops. There's one in my town, there's one in Dorchester, and I think there's one in Glastonbury. It's just in this area.
Do you frequent these regularly, Mark?
Finca, I do.
Yeah.
Ben told me about it. Big up, Ben.
Big up, Ben, with your skis.
Yes, right, mate. But he's on his way home now. He's on his way home now, apparently.
Yeah, excellent.
Right, he did recommend it to me.
Lovely.
And the coffee, it tastes. I'm not a big coffee drinker. I will admit, I'm not a big coffee drinker, but it does taste very similar to.
I do like a cappuccino now and again, Mark.
Yeah, I'm not a big coffee drinker, but the coffee at Finca, it does taste. Not that I'm a expert on the taste of coffee, but it is very similar to Ben's.
Nice.
You know, so
can't wait to sample Ben's next month, mate.
It's lovely, mate. It's lovely.
It'll be lovely.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I'm going to jump in a minute, Mark. We've got a few in the chat here. If you just want to have a look, Mark Taylor, Nige, Mike Pepper.
Yeah. Should we run through the chat?
Yeah, why not, mate? Why not?
Yeah.
Say hello to everyone. All right, Corey, mate. You all right?
Killing myself in the gym.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fair dues. Big up, Mark. Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're well.
Yeah, Mark Army and all that.
That's it. Get the hashtags in.
Yeah, hashtag Mark Army. Nige.
Big up, Nige.
Big up, mate.
Hope you're well, mate. Not working too hard. Hope you feel better as well, mate. I know you've been a bit rough.
So yeah, you have to make a copy in the back. You have to make a coffee in the background to be fully authentic. Well, now, as I've explained, this is a full rip-off of Ben's show. And so I blatantly stole the view from the door of his shop to put as my background. Brilliant. It was just a photo that was on Google. So I blatantly stole it.
That's great, that. I love it.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff.
Mike Pepper, big up.
Mike. Nice to see you, mate. I hope you're well.
Yes. Big up, mate. Mark Army. Do you wear socks at these establishments, Mark?
That's definitely for you, that question, Mark. It's nothing to do with me, mate.
I know, but that's the Saturday night thing, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll leave that alone, eh?
Yeah, we'll just ignore that.
2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's too early. It's too early for talk of socks and that.
That's it, isn't it? Hello, Jason. Hope you're well,
Jason
mate.
Bell, big up, sir. Big up, sir.
It's not your usual faces, Jason. You know, know you're used to Ben and that, but you're just going to have to put us with us till tomorrow. He's back tomorrow.
Well, I'm not sure if he is back. Well, I know he's trapped. Well,
maybe he's back tomorrow. I should have said. I don't know, but I'm assuming. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure he's
assuming.
having a great time, and good luck to him. That's what I'll
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Well,
Good luck
I'm
to him.
sure you've. I'm sure you've seen all the photographs of
Yeah,
him.
I have.
Uh,
Yeah,
what mystified me is I saw one photo we put in one of the groups, and there's deck chairs in the snowman. That sort of, you know what I mean? That
yeah,
played with my mind a bit, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying.
But apparently, you can get sunburn
Oh
on the
yeah,
ski slopes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that's a bit like it's a mystery. You know,
it is a
I
mystery,
yeah, I
especially when
can't
you
get.
got them goggles on when you're skiing, and then you take
Yeah,
them off, and you got big white marks all around your
yeah,
face, whether you've got burn
yeah.
or whatever.
Honestly, I can't get my head around that when it's only like what 1, 2 degrees
It's because you're
Celsius.
so high up, isn't it?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
The air's thinner and all that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago, Mark, I was in America. Where did I go to? Um,
Afternoon to Stuart. By the way, just before you carry on, mate.
yeah,
Afternoon, Stuart. See, we have dragged in some of the regulars from
yeah, nice to
because
see you,
all these are
Stuart.
regulars and
Glad you're
Ben's
here,
chat.
mate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just trying to think where I was in America. I know we was at like 9,000 feet or 8,000. It was
Colorado,
a long way up. Put it this way,
Colorado.
yes, I was in my mid-20s,
Yeah,
coming up 30, and I was quite fit lad then. But you can tell the air when you're breathing the air in, that
yeah,
it's a lot thinner.
yeah,
And you're not getting as much, oxygen in you.
yeah,
It's very noticeable. So I would imagine where Ben is, even though it's not like 25 degrees or whatever, because he's so high up, he's less oxygen and the sun's, coming down on you a bit warmer. I don't know. But yeah, interesting.
yeah. It is, isn't it?
It's interesting. Have you ever skied, Mark? I've never done it, to be
No,
honest with
definitely
you.
not, man.
No, I've
Definitely.
never.
We had a we had a ski center. We had a ski center in my town.
Oh yeah.
Right. It was popular for about I don't know a year,
Yeah.
and then no one went there,
Mm.
and so mysteriously it caught fire.
Oh, mysteriously.
Mysteriously, if you know what I mean.
Say
It
no more.
was it was very mysterious.
Yeah.
It was very mysterious that it caught fire and the owner got the insurance money.
Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
No suntan in Somerset, Mark.
Well, the sun has actually come out. Um. Oh, something we have forgot is the weather forecast because
Oh,
Ben normally says it's whatever in it.
what, we need an accurate one? Is that what you mean?
Well, I'm just going to go on the
So I
weather.
can give you. I'll give you where I am because we're obviously in different places.
Yeah.
So just to let everyone know, in Oldham currently, which is where I live, it's 12 degrees. Partly sunny, chilly tonight, 2 degrees.
Yeah.
So make sure you got your eating on, just to
Do you know
keep you
that's
warm tonight.
very, very, very similar to me, mate.
Yeah, that's what I've got here. I've got no rain till Thursday on
No,
my
nor we,
on
mate.
my app. So
I got no
you know,
Friday for us, mate. Right now, what are we at the moment? 13 degrees,
yeah,
a low of 2 tonight. So the
yeah,
same
same
as
here.
you.
Yeah,
And we're what, 250 mile apart?
yeah,
It's got to be.
yeah,
Manchester's about 250 from here.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
because I
fair
went
old,
there once to watch wrestling.
yeah, bit of a schlep down there.
Yeah, so it's very similar, man.
But there you go. This is why I said to you about when we meet up. To drive there and back is like, I don't know, 50 to 60 quid in fuel,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah,
Probably 60 quid in fuel, right? So when you can get on a plane for another 30 quid, have none of the hassle. That's before you park your car and they charge you a fiver for that
yeah.
and everything else. For the
Mm-hmm.
sake of 25 quid, I think I'd rather get on the plane, Mark, because it's 90 quid on the plane.
Yeah, that.
Fly straight into Heathrow, get on a
I'll be
tube.
honest. Yeah, I'll be honest, man. Right now, when we meet up the end of April,
Yeah,
like I did well because I booked my train tickets early,
Yeah.
and I got up and back for about 35 quid. But
Yeah.
if I do it a couple of days before,
Mm.
it costs me the best part of like, well, it depends what time I go. Because obviously I've been to Ben's 3 times, I think, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And sometimes it costs me like 70, 80 quid
Yeah.
just for a like day return,
The train.
because you're traveling at the peak times.
Yeah, well, the train fare for me to get down from Manchester into London,
Oh, yeah,
return, it's over £100. £113 or something is the cheapest one I've found.
that's crazy.
Without messing and changing trains. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah,
straight into London. But even at the hours that you'd think it'd be a bit cheaper, you know, in the day, it's not. It's over £100, man, and
yeah,
it's just a lot of money. That is, I think
yeah.
it might not be to some other people. And Stuart, yes, thank you very much, Stuart. Don't forget to smash the likes, please,
And
all of
subscribe.
you.
And subscribe.
And subscribe and hit the notification bell as well for future
Yeah.
shows, because
Yeah.
the two marks, after a little sabbatical, because I haven't been well, I'm a bit better now. We are back and we are going to get into stuff. Trust me, not on this show, but we will be getting into stuff. There's plenty coming up from us. So, you know, keep your eyes out.
We've been talking in the background, haven't we, about like different ideas.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We have.
Well, it's mainly you comes up with the ideas, and I just say, yeah,
no,
that's good.
we both come up with ideas. It's just putting them into practice, Mark. That's the hardest bit. I'm a bit novice-y, you know what I mean? So, well, you're not novice-y. You've been doing this for a while. I'm a new one to this, but it's just getting the ideas out there to people, and you know, people agreeing to help out. You know, that's what it is at the end of the day. So we'll get there though. We've got a few ideas bouncing around, and hopefully they'll take off.
Yeah. I was going to say it's like it's very difficult. Well, it is and it isn't, isn't it? Running a YouTube channel.
It can be. I mean,
it can be.
I mean,
yeah, you know?
We're only tiny, so basically all we're doing is putting streams on. But you know, you get other Spurs fans with bigger followings, and that have grown their followings, and they've got thousands of people now that they're every day having to you know, put streams out for to keep people happy. You know, and it's very difficult when there's not a lot of football on for people to be out there, you know, every day pumping it, especially if it's their living. You know, it's some people's living. People have to remember that. I mean, we do it, you know, it's a bit of fun for us because we love talking football.
Yeah.
You know, don't get us wrong. We'd love to have thousands in years' times, you know, but we're here to talk football, not on this show today, but generally.
No.
You know, and we love it. We love it.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I mean, today's show was my idea. I had to run it by Ben. Like, was it okay to blatantly rip off his slot, to blatantly nick 2 o'clock, blatantly blatantly go live at 2 o'clock and call it the Kauffie Company replacement service? Because I had the idea, you know, when the trains aren't running.
Oh yeah.
You know, you know, when the trains aren't running, there might be various reasons why they don't run, and they put the coach on instead.
Yeah.
You know,
coach replacement service.
Yeah, and you know you don't want to get on the coach because it'll take hours in all the traffic.
Yeah,
and you know, but you know you've got to if you want to go anywhere. You know, you're going to get to the same destination, but it won't be as enjoyable.
Yes,
you know what I mean. I'm not saying this show won't be enjoyable, but that was my idea, you know. And so I contacted Ben and said, "Look, is it all right if we basically rip your show off?" And he said,
yes.
"Crack on." He said, "Crack on."
Did. Ben, you can trust us, mate. We're not going to do anything silly.
No.
Never. Just a little chit chat, mate.
Here we go, Nige.
Thanks, Nige. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We'll all be meeting up soon.
Yeah, we will. A few beers, a few coffees. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to having a chin wag and actually, you know, it's weird sometimes because you're talking to people through a camera, and when you've spoke to them a few times, you think, yeah, this is all right. These people are lovely.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're really, really nice people. All they want to do is talk football, just like us. But it'll be great to actually meet some of the YouTubers that we stream with, that even we don't stream with, and also people that are in the chat as well. Because I've got no doubt there will be a amount of people that go into chats, and they're going to be, at the protest. So it'll be lovely to meet everyone. I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's going to be great.
Mr. Bingo, the king of bingo.
All right, Sean. Hope you're well, mate. Hope
the
you're
king
all
of
right.
bingo. The king of bingo.
And I hope your mum's all right as well, Sean. I see you in the WhatsApp group. I don't know you that well, but I hope your mum's okay, mate, and she's doing okay.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah. The last message I saw, she was, I think.
Right, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you, Sean. I hope everything works out, mate. Thank you.
Jason. Yeah.
It can be, Jason. It can be. I mean, like I said, especially for some of these top lads that are out there, and they're trying to earn a living from it. And when the international breaks come along, and with what's going on at Spurs at the moment, same old all the time, and the manager and the board and whatever else, it's difficult for them. Very difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah. Good luck to him, mate, because it's tough out there. It is tough.
Yeah.
But there is that.
It definitely is. It definitely is. It is it? Yeah. I'll be honest.
Jason, I know. I know, mate.
We were saying on our football shows, weren't we? That I've never looked forward to an international break as much as this one.
No.
Because at least we weren't going to lose for like 2 weeks.
No, but the worst thing is that when we come back after the 2 weeks, what's coming up this weekend, bloody Chelsea away.
Yeah.
What a start, isn't it? What a start back that is, though, Mark. Chelsea away. They're not exactly our most favourite place to go to, is it? Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who's this, Matt?
Oh, that's my missus. Hello, Lise.
I know it is.
Love you, darling. I hope you're all right. She's only next door. I'm sure she's all right. But, yeah, thanks for tuning in, sweetheart. Oh, good, Sean. That's great, mate.
Great news.
Brilliant
great
stuff.
News.
I hope she gets better, mate. Lovely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, did you watch that? Did you watch that yesterday, man?
I watched a lot of the first half, and all I will say is that what's that saying, Mark? Is it skills permanent? Something's forms temporary.
Yeah.
But skills permanent. That's something
Class
like
is
that.
permanent. Class is permanent.
My God, don't get me wrong. We know it was played at a snail's pace, and people had loads of time on the ball, and it weren't as if it was what we're used to seeing every week. But doesn't it just show you that quality never leaves people? Look at Jermaine Defoe yesterday. Oh my word!
There was a lot of them.
Aaron Lennon. Wasn't it nice to just watch Aaron Lennon taking on his defender and trying to put a crossover? Whether the cross works or not, do you know what I mean? But just to see him skinning a defender and putting it over, it's just like, why are we not doing that crap?
As I messaged you yesterday, mate, there is only one Aaron Lennon.
Oh, mate.
There is only one Aaron Lennon.
Brought back, these lads are older, you know what I mean? But they're what they're good at doesn't desert them. Does that make sense?
Was it? No, I think you might. Did you see Berbatov's touch?
Oh, it's just.
It might have been in the second. The ball got drilled at him at about 100 mile an hour.
Yeah.
He plucked it out the air with one touch.
Yeah.
And just played Jermaine Defoe for one goal.
Yeah.
Astonishing, man.
Yeah.
Astonishing.
Yeah.
I swear. Yeah. Here we go. Look, the comment I got up here: Spurs legends were more enjoyable than watching. Bloody right, they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly.
Definitely.
Honestly.
And
And Aaron
Sean's
Lennon skinning the fullback and getting a ball in. All right,
yeah, yeah.
it wasn't as fast as, but he was willing to do it.
Yeah, and Sean, if you go a couple of comments down, we'll go back to Nige in a second. Ledley King, wasn't it great to see him captain him out on the pitch?
Yes,
Absolutely. I know, like Sean says,
yeah.
he was only out there for half hour and he didn't have a lot to do. But just to see him out there, do you know what I mean? It's fantastic. All of them, to be honest with you. And I know it was like a bit of a kickabout in the park, if you want to put it like that, but oh, mate, just to see some of them players doing their thing again for a few minutes, it was because we're just not getting to see it now, are we? We haven't got those sort of players anymore. That maybe Madison, but we haven't got those get you up off your seat players anymore, have we? Or the style of football we're playing is not conducive to that, for that to happen.
And to be honest, how good was Dorse as well?
Oh, mate, all of them.
He played most of the game.
Yeah, all of them.
Well, it probably was true, but I was like, when Dawson Ledley was there, when they were playing, Dorse only played well if Ledley was next to him,
Yeah.
which I think was true because Ledley was the main man.
Everyone plays well. When you're playing, all I can say is a lot of us have played football in our time.
You speak for yourself.
Levels don't matter, but if you've got an inkling of football when you're actually playing it, right? Someone like Ledley King, someone like a John Terry, lots of Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah.
When you're going to go and play next to someone that's got the rep that they have, and by looking yourself, this geezer's tidy. Do you know what I mean? He's a proper footballer.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you might not be at that level, but what happens is some of that comes away from your partner, your centre half partner, especially when you're playing together regularly, it feeds into you. Does that make sense, Mark?
Yeah, definitely.
I probably haven't explained it very well.
No.
You end up as a cohesive partnership just by learning. And when one of those centre halves is like top notch, like Ledley was, he not only plays for himself, but he can cover mistakes from others. A bit like Van der Ven does when the ball goes over the top. People can't get back, he sweeps up. Ledley was just amazing, mate. Fantastic.
He was sublime, wasn't
he? Just to play like that for as long as he did, not train, turn up on a Saturday, put his boots on,
To be honest, man.
That level.
I'll be honest with you, man. With Ledley, right? He was just cursed with a bad knee.
Yeah.
He really was. And he was also cursed, I believe, because there was a lot of good centre backs around.
Yeah.
In his time, John Terry was around, Ferdinand was around.
Yeah.
There was. Oh, I think we have a guest.
I'll touch it.
Oh,
there you go.
Here we are.
Good morning, gentlemen, and everyone in the chat. How are we doing?
Welcome to the blatant rip-off of Ben's show.
Yeah, I was about to say your backdrop looks very, very familiar.
I know it does. This is with strict permission from Ben. I said, look, we're basically going to rip your show off. Well, I even started it by saying good afternoon and welcome to your only place of chill, the Two Mark Show.
Very, very well done. Very, very well done. But how is everyone? How are you both doing?
I'm okay, Brian. Thank you very much, mate. How are you?
Mate, I'm good. It's down to 10 days till I come home. I get very excited. I have little markers where I start getting excited. Tomorrow will be another one because we're into single figures.
Yep.
Then it will be single hand, and then it will be take off time and back to England. I'm very, very much looking forward to being back home for 3 weeks.
That's
What
great.
time's your flight, Brian? Have you got a half sensible flight?
Mate, I could have flown a little bit. So I'm flying. My flight takes off at 9:20 in the evening.
Oh, it's
I
overnight now.
I could have got the 8:30 p.m. one, but that means I would have had to left the yard earlier and not be able to watch the Chelsea game. And I thought, you know what? I can't stand it if I'm in the air and Spurs are playing. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
And then I found out, which I'm pissed off now, there's about 8 people from Toronto Spurs flying to London on the 8:30 flight. And I'm like, I could have flown with them all. But no, I'm leaving here, going down to the yard to watch Spurs Chelsea and stay at the yard about half an hour. Then there's like the Heathrow Express or Gatwick Express from Union Station to our airport, which takes 20 minutes. I take off 9:20 and I land about 9:30 in the morning Friday.
That's ideal.
It's perfect.
Ideal, mate.
That's lovely, isn't it?
I went to New York in 2000 and we came back on a overnight one and it was lovely. It was lovely. We sort of took off, I don't know, about the same time, 8 o'clock at night, New York time. And I woke up and we were circling London. We were circling like London. And I was like, oh we're here.
What is it, Brian? About 7 hours or something?
Flying out to London is anywhere between 6 to 7, or 6.25 to 7.5. But on the way back, it's always 8. Always, unless it's like an empty plane and it hasn't got that much weight. But yeah, flying to London is quicker than flying from London to Toronto.
Do you know what that is?
The wind.
It's the wind.
It's the jet stream.
Yeah, jet stream, yeah.
On the way out, they avoid it. They avoid the jet stream because they'll be, I say on the way out from the UK to America, they avoid it because it will use a lot more fuel. But on the way back, they seek it out because the jet stream goes sort of left to right if you look at a map. And so it's pushing them back.
Yeah.
There was a time where we took off an hour late and still arrived. So we took off an hour later than we should have done, but we still arrived an hour earlier than we should have done.
Yeah.
So that's how big the wind was in our favour. It just literally zoomed us there. So looking forward to it. And as soon as I get off the plane, straight to I don't know what I was about to say there, WWE, We Are Tottenham TV HQ to go see Ben and Sim. And then off to see the nephews and niece. So good day coming up that day.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait, mate.
Oh, mate.
You can't wait.
No.
It'll soon be here, Brian. It'll soon be here.
It goes so quickly. It goes so quickly. Time goes so quickly. It will be literally, you'll feel like a heartbeat. Correct, Sean.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that Legends game is about the best game I've seen all year.
My nephews went to it. It was their first game. And I don't know if Paddy's in the chat, but Paddy got Isaac and Noah into the program. So they went to their very first game. I told my brother-in-law to pick up a program, and then there they were in the program. So I'm sure Daniel Levy, when he finds out it's my nephews, he's going to be like, ha, got one over on you. Got one over on you, Dad. But yeah, so they were there. It made his day. Their day, should I say, their day.
Great. That's great. But
brilliant, that. Yeah.
Is it true that the prices were still £30 to go in?
I have no idea. I didn't even ask about the ticket price.
Well, I did see that, but some people said it was like £10 to go in.
I saw £30.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
£10 for kids.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
But the good thing is every penny went to the Spurs Foundation or whatever charity it was. But it wasn't a big turnout compared to other ones. Liverpool had it, but there were some proper legends there. And obviously my nephews got to see, and all young kids that weren't around at the time, got to see some proper top players from, obviously there's some people that you wouldn't put as that word, but they saw some proper players that we all adored big time.
They won't be able to do these, will they, Brian, in 10, 15 years' time? Because the players ain't the crap, aren't they? So.
Well, we have to do it. We just won't have a very good team. We just won't have a very good team. Goal
of the game was Pirlo's.
Oh, mate.
Pirlo's free kick. My goodness.
What a talent that man is.
He wasn't bad, was he? to be honest. He
I
was.
got that wrong actually, Mark. When I was going on about skill, it's class is permanent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Form's
I
temporary.
did say that, mate. Yeah, class is
Yeah.
permanent.
Yeah. There was definitely some class out on that pitch yesterday.
Yeah.
Dear.
It certainly was. I didn't watch any of it. I knew it was on. Well, actually, I tell a lie. I watched 5 or 10 minutes whilst I was getting dressed to go out with Lana. I don't want to. I didn't watch England.
No,
I've got no interest at the moment. I mean, I think England are playing tonight, aren't they?
They are, I think.
Yeah. Good for them.
Quarter to eight our time kickoff. I don't even know who it's against.
I haven't got a clue.
All
I do know is I woke up and I had to put Savage channel on, and he said Morgan Gibbs White has been included. So it'd be good if Morgan's playing. I might watch it because of my love of that man.
Yeah, you love him, don't you?
Absolutely, I think he's brilliant. I think he's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's it'll be interesting, but I've got I don't know. I love my football, Brian, but I've got no interest in England whatsoever. I really haven't. I know you know you can say they're the best players that we've got out there, but I don't see anything changing. To be honest with you.
Oh well, that we'll have to wait and see. But you know what? I've started to enjoy. Like that weekend when we weren't playing in the FA Cup, like this weekend is as well. Obviously, it's FA Cup week, so we're not playing. I said to Alana, "Listen, I spent so much time watching football, doing football street. I'm gonna have a weekend where I won't watch anything. I didn't even go on a stream, and it was lovely. It was lovely.
Yeah. Have a break,
looking at the phone, just spending time doing stuff with Alana, going out, doing things." No stress in the world. No need to look at your phone.
Yeah,
it was bliss, and I was like, right, I'm doing that again. Doing that again till the 3rd of April.
Yeah.
Apart from streaming, I'll go on streams, whatever. Even that I've taken a break from. So I think this is one of the first streams I've done. Obviously, I've done a couple of Bens last week, but hardly go on them anymore. Not because I don't. I just want some time out. It's just I've been very, very bored. Just having the same conversation over and over again.
Yeah, it does get like that. I mean, we've already done it. This is the first show we've done.
This is the first show, apart from one that we've done for 4 weeks, Brian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of it is you haven't been very well, Mark.
No, a lot of it is that, but
but like, and a lot of it as well is I just can't be fussed because what is there to talk about?
That's it. Well, there is stuff to talk about, but it's just the same stuff. With different creators thinking differently about different players, but it's still, the players aren't good enough.
Yeah.
Are the tactics, are the manager, are the owner, the injuries. It's just so repetitive. It's so repetitive. I mean, I've kept saying we're going to do some stuff during the international break, which we will. And I'll let people know that people are watching tomorrow. I've got another stream at 8 or 8:30 p.m. UK time. We've changed for Tottenham.
I was just going to ask you about that, Brian. I'm just going to ask you about what's the plans.
It's not going to be with. It's not going to be with Jay. It's going to be with a very good friend of mine who's part of Change for Spurs, Altu, and Christina Zendes, who's sometimes on the last word on Spurs and other things. So she's going to be on there. We're just having like I've done with Jay before. And do a few bit more. So there's going to be a big rally for the protest. And any questions or anything people want to ask Change for Tottenham, that'll be tomorrow. I'm just so tired of it. I'm just so tired of the same conversation.
Yeah.
Well, I think the last show we done, it was after a loss, and I said, instead of us wasting our time for like 2 hours, we just well copy and pasted the previous show when we lost and put that on.
Yeah.
You know, it's exactly the same, wasn't it, man? It was exactly the same.
Yeah. We just have to find it's difficult, like Brian says, because everyone's sort of trying to put content out there with no new anything that's happened. He says, we're just talking about the same stuff all the time and trying to find a different angle to come in at it is difficult. Yeah. It is difficult.
Yeah. And the other thing with it, Mark, is we all love our football club. We all love it. It's a very huge part of our life that no one will ever be able to replace or take away from us. And as much as I will always fight for Levy out, and I don't want to just constantly talk negative.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, let's do this and bash the team. As much as I will when it comes to Levy and everything, it's our football team, and just for me, obviously, other people can talk about it as much as they want. I at the moment, with everything going on in my life and everything, I just don't have the effort. Sorry, not effort, energy to just constantly go, okay, this is crap, 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 this is crap. Oh, we should. It's getting a bit too much. So I'm just like literally. I'll always be about, and we will get Tottenham Tour back up and running. But at the moment, it's just the same stuff.
Yeah.
Or just non-stop. And it's every morning we're waking up, and it's not the content creators for it. There's just nothing to talk about apart from what's going wrong at the moment.
Yeah. That's fair, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
You can't really... You've hit the nail on the head, Brian. You can't get away from it.
No.
I mean, like I said, people. I heard there were people at the Legends game singing "Can We Watch You Every Week?"
Seriously?
Yeah.
See,
when it was 4 or 5-0, which I started laughing at. It was unbelievable. What a chant that is! What a chant that is!
Yeah, I only watched it on. I watched it on the Tottenham YouTube channel because it was free on there, and like the sound was a bit. Well, for me anyway, the sound was a bit funny, and you couldn't hear no songs coming from there. It was a bit low, the sound, but I never heard that. But that is funny that they sang that.
It's
Did you notice that on YouTube? I think it was about 25 minutes in, something like that. There was 20,000 people watching that game. On
the Spurs YouTube?
Yeah.
Was there
20,000? Yeah.
Well, when you sent me a message saying about it, see what I do is I get the YouTube off my phone, cast it to my TV, so my phone goes blank and I don't see none of the comments.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's how I was watching it because I cast it to my TV.
Yeah.
But like there was 20,000 on there.
20,000 after about 25 minutes, something like that. There's a lot of people. A lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, the old chat was just going whoom. Whoom. You couldn't even read it.
Well, it was on. Well, I take it would have been on Spurs Play as well.
It was.
Or Levy Play, whatever you want to call it.
It was on Spurs Play as well for people that wanted to watch it.
I was going to say, I certainly do not buy. That's £50 a year, I think, if you want that.
Something like that.
No, I wouldn't know.
Allegedly.
I wouldn't know.
No, I don't.
No,
it's not for me.
No, I don't get that either.
Yeah,
I believe if you put 1,200 quid in there for a season ticket in the first place, I think you might get it for £5 cheaper.
Oh wow!
Happy days. I'd have thought they might give you it for free. You know, if you've just chucked like at least £1,000 in for like a season ticket, I thought you might have got like Spurs Play for free or something. But no, you get £5 discount. That's how generous this club is. See,
they're
all about looking after people.
It is what it is with this football club. But no, like I said, for people like my nephews who are 12 going on 13, who, as their first game, they got to see the likes of Teddy, Robbie Defoe, Lennon, Ledley King. They got to see some very, very, very talented players. Yeah, which is all good.
And they would have enjoyed it as well, Brian, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? It's like I said to Mark. You know, obviously they've got a lot more time and space. You know, they're not running around like what we used to watching, but you can see the quality, mate, at the end of the day. Yeah, and it never leaves them. I don't care what anyone says. I said to Mark, I've played football to a decent standard. I still go out and knock about with the kids. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And, you know, there's a difference between having a knockabout with the kids and being on a pitch. But when you see some of the stuff that them fellas were doing yesterday, it's just like they were playing back in the day, Mark. Defoe's goal. Yeah. You know what I mean? When he pinged it in the bottom corner, Brian. You know, you know,
I know you didn't see it, Mark. I know you didn't see it, Mark. But Brian would have definitely saw it when the ball got drilled at Berbatov at about 100 mile an hour, and he just plucked it out the air with one touch.
Like I said, I haven't seen any of it, or I've seen about 5-10 minutes of it, but I've seen that clip. And I was just about to say, I went to Ledley King's testimony when it was still White Hart Lane, just before the rebuild. Dimitar Berbatov is just pure brilliance. Obviously, that was a lot younger. His first touch at Dimitar Berbatov was an incredible footballer. I mean, you don't lose it. Obviously, they keep themselves fit and whatever. He is an insanely good footballer.
Oh, yeah.
Insanely.
100%.
And I'm not being funny. You can understand why he wanted to go to the best team in the country at the time, which was Man United.
Of course. The way it was handled and the way we lost key, that's another thing. But Berbatov was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable as a player.
For someone that really didn't break a sweat either. Because you never saw him do lung busting runs. You never saw him running around like a headless chicken. In fact, to be honest, a lot of people used to call him quite lazy.
Yeah, he was.
But when he did affect the game, my God.
Yeah.
Just 5 seconds of brilliance and, the goal will be scored.
That's a great comment from Sean as well. It's like a lot of players, like Robbie Keane, you knew he had a brain, like Berber.
Yeah.
You knew they had a brain. The movement was good. You know what I mean? And that doesn't ever leave you. If you're that sort of player, doesn't matter if you're 50. You know what I mean? If you're getting on the pitch and you're still in half decent shape, that stuff never leaves you. It never leaves you.
Talking to someone, he's a lot older than 50, Mark Falco come on for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And some of his touches was like brilliant. Well, he nearly scored. He very nearly scored right at the end. And some of his touches.
What I used to say with Glenn Hoddle. Glenn Hoddle, when he was an England manager, a lot of the players used to say he's still the best player on the pitch.
Yeah. I heard a story about Glenn Hoddle. I think it was when he was at Swindon. He was telling people or trying to train his players what to do, and they couldn't do it. So he'd just do it, He'd just do it. And they were saying it's like you said, Brian, a lot of the players, even when he was a coach, was saying, look, he's still the best here.
Yep.
Totally agree with that comment from Jason as well. You don't see it very often today. Well, you don't see it at Tottenham anyway. That's a dead cert. Not really.
Robbie, big up, Robbie.
Oh, Robbie. All right, mate.
Yeah, he's controlled.
That was the one. That was one we were on about yesterday.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
Mate, do you know what, Stuart? That game, Ledley King, and I know it's just a friendly, whatever you want to call it, testimonial exhibition. Ledley King had 100% tackle completion.
Yeah.
Even in a exhibition, so to speak, game, you still don't. The guy was insane.
No, yeah.
The guy was insane.
We were lucky, Brian, to have players like this back in the day that we could see. Do you know what I mean? As younger men, watching people like Ledley and Teddy and Berber and Robbie Keane. I mean, there's loads. You can name loads.
Well, we spoke about this, didn't we, Mark? Well, we spoke about this when we started the show. Like Ledley King, for someone who had one knee, didn't train, just put his boots on a Saturday.
Yep.
Well, allegedly his training was in the swimming pool, in the ice pool.
He never did any impact training because of his knees. So, like you say, it was swimming and bike and stuff like that. But he never, he'd turn up on a Saturday, and 99 times out of 100, you knew what you was getting.
Yeah. Honestly, Ledley King. Well, Sava's show this morning, right? And they were talking about Romero. And that Romero isn't even in the top 5 defenders that I've seen at the club.
The thing is, though, Mark, could he be in the top 5? Sorry to jump in.
Yeah,
I might be able to answer this as well. He might not be in the top 5 under this manager in this Spurs team, but if he was in this Spurs team with a different manager that played differently, would you then class him back in the top 5?
I've never seen it.
Romero is what he is, and that's it.
I've never seen it though. I've never seen it. That's a hard question to answer.
It is very
I've
difficult.
never seen it. You know,
Very
I mean,
difficult.
to be Ledley King specifically is up there with Jan and Toby.
No, I think Jan and Toby is up there with Ledley.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, definitely. Jan and Toby are on that level with Ledley.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. They're the best 3 that I've seen defenders for this club.
I think you've left someone out. You of all people.
Yeah.
I can't put him in there, Brian, because he's not as good as them. Yes, he's my hero. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yes, he's my hero, but is he as good as them? He's the level below, and that's me being honest. That's me being honest from the heart. No, but he is though, isn't he?
Yeah, but like you said, Mark, like you said many times ago, and I totally agree with you. Gary Mabbott might not have been the best centre half that Tottenham ever had. Yeah. But you knew every time he stepped on the pitch, 100%.
Oh.
And the other thing that you knew, he would always give you a 7.5 out of 10 every week.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Mabbott is the most inspirational captain I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, to me, 1,000,000%.
Till the day I die, that will never change.
Yeah. But this is me being honest. He is my hero. Everybody knows that. Everybody in the chat knows that. Right? I've met him twice, but he isn't the level with Ledley, Jan, and Toby. He's not. He's just under that level. To me, obviously, for me, he's the most inspirational person because you got to remember, I was diagnosed in 1991, the year we won the cup, and he lifted it. So, to me, there's no one that I could look up to more than him, and he's still my hero to this day.
Can I ask a controversial question, if you don't mind?
I think I might know where you're going with this.
Mention this name. Probably.
Yeah, but you are going there. You are going there.
Well, I'm going there anyway. I won't say the name. But was he?
Should I remove him?
No. Was he that person that we're talking about? Was he as good as Ledley? Talk to me, people. Come on, I know it's hard.
I can't believe
he was a Tottenham player, regardless of the scum and all that. We know all that, and I feel exactly the same way as everyone else does. But the questions need to be asked for me anyway. So
I will say to you, Mark.
Go on.
I won't give you a yes or no. All I will say to you is when Sol Campbell left Tottenham Hotspur, at that time, to me, he was the best centre-back in world football.
Okay, Brian.
Yeah, he was.
So make of that what you will.
Yeah.
To me,
you don't need to say any more, Brian.
To me, I can't believe I said his name in full. Judas. There you go.
Yeah.
It's like Beetlejuice. At that time, he was the best centre-back in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I hate saying it. I hate saying it. I hate even 100% Sean. Any department that this man wants to come back in.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I'd have him as chief medical officer. Can't do a worse job than what we got. But yeah, he was very well. I said how good he was.
He was just a very good player anyway. When at the end of the day, was better than very good. Unfortunately, he went under whatever the circumstances. We know what they were. But I just had to ask the question because, I love Ledley.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I love the other one because I don't.
No.
But at the end of the day, he played for us and he was just a fantastic player.
Put it this way. I think the better question is if Ledley King didn't have his injuries.
Yes.
And was able to play the same career path, not going to teams as him, but have the same consistency, then would there be a comparison, or then would Ledley be better? And I think that's much more of a conversation.
Yeah.
I get you, Brian.
With Soulless, that's all I'm going to call him, Soulless. Yeah. Right, with him, it goes to show what a player he was that I got so much stick off all the Arsenal people I know. That goes to show you what a defender he was. Because when he did what he did, he was, as Brian said, he was probably the best centre-back in the country.
Yeah.
I didn't say country. I didn't say country. I said world.
He said world.
Yeah. World.
World.
Well, yeah. World. All right. Right.
He was top level. He was top level. There's no doubt about that.
And the most frustrating thing is that when he did what he did, if he didn't do what he did, we could have had him and Ledley at the back.
Yeah.
Because that was nothing softens the blow, but the fact that Ledley appeared more or less when he left, that sort of softened the blow a little bit for me. Because Ledley come through. You know what I mean? And Ledley became what he became. But if you think if Soulless never did what he did, we'd have had both of them as the heart of our defence.
Well, for him, at the end of the day, whatever you say, he left, made a decision, and he went and won trophies, didn't he?
Well, exactly.
You know what I mean? So he made the right decision for him. He's still a can't stand him, but just had to ask. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the other thing you got to look at is, well, I have this conversation with my my cousins all the time back in the day. If Ledley King had stayed fit, had he stayed fit, not saying he would have done a Bosman, not saying anything like that, but would Spurs back then have been able to keep him if the big clubs came calling, like if you're Manchester United or whatever, because we weren't where we kind of are now.
Yeah.
Would Spurs have had to get? I don't know. I would like to think that Ledley would have been more loyal.
Yes. Yeah.
And the way he's conducted himself shows it, but then that also works the other way, that the club stood by him with all his injuries. So I don't think he would do. I don't think he would have done. I think he would have only left Spurs if it was like, right, we need to get rid of you. Like we're going a different direction, but we'll never know. We'll never know.
No.
We'll just say hello to Ben.
What's up, Ben?
Oh, big up, Ben.
Big up, mate. I hope you don't mind. I nicked the picture off of Google as my backdrop.
You getting all technical?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Well, no. Even I can do that, Brian. Just about. But I did message Ben this morning and I said we are basically just going to rip off your 2:00 spot.
And we have.
And we have
with Mr. Daigle. Yep, we've ripped it.
Yeah. Right, we'll go back to Sean's. Would Judas have been respected a bit more if he was honest and said he was going instead of point-blank lying?
Maybe not. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends if he'd have come out, Sean, and said, well, I'm going to Arsenal, blah, 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 and been honest about it. I think the fans would have still not been happy.
No.
Not been happy at all. But it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, it's gone now anyway, and it's done, and it is.
Yeah.
And we've got what we've got.
Exactly.
And that's it, really. What can you do?
Yeah. Well, that is it, isn't it? I mean, let's face it, none of us would have been happy that he was, put it this way, if he'd gone anywhere else, because Man United were a top team then as well.
Yeah.
Well, Man United were the team.
They were all after him.
Yeah. If he'd gone to Man United, yes, we would have been pissed off, but we could have accepted it a little bit more because you could tell we was going to win stuff. All right, he still did with them, but we could have at least accepted it. But not when he goes 4 miles down the road, whatever it is.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, it was a hard one to take, that. But there you go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Ledley did say that.
There you go.
Yeah.
He did say that. Yeah. Here we go. Yes.
Yeah, but I will say, I'm not saying Ledley's a liar or anything, but Sol said he wasn't leaving. These players will say anything. But if I, like I said, I believe Ledley would have stayed more loyal. But you never know when the big money comes. I don't put it this way. I know for a fact Ledley wouldn't have gone to Arsenal.
No,
Ledley wouldn't have done that at all.
No, definitely not.
But footballers say one thing and do another a lot of the times. I believe Ledley would have been very, very loyal to Spurs.
Yeah.
And thankfully, no one would have taken him, would they? Because of his injuries.
That's true.
Yeah, that's very true as well.
Just insuring him would have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't like talking about Ledley, and if Ledley possibly leaving if he'd been free, because he stayed with us, and what a player he was! What a player he was!
Yeah, he was superb, absolutely fantastic. Right, what else you got on then apart from Change for Tottenham interviews? You got anything else to watch on?
I'm going to try and do a few bits this week. I really am. I've just got so much going on at the moment. But Ben and I will try and get some proper content out, regular content. Then obviously next week, or when I'm back in England, I want a better time zone to be able to get guests and do things. And I will be doing stuff probably before schools break out, because as soon as school breaks out, I'm going to see the kids. And we go from there.
Nice one, mate. Brilliant. That's fantastic. I said earlier we've been on a bit of a sabbatical, but not being well. But we're going to start. Trying to get some ideas up to do different stuff. You know what I mean? So
you know what I likened it to. It's like, when you start going to the gym.
Yeah.
And then you go to the gym regularly, and then you said, "Oh, do you know what? I'm going to take a rest today.
Yeah.
I'm too tired. I can't go." And you go, "I'll start again tomorrow." And then tomorrow comes, and you're like, "Oh, do you know what? We'll have another day." And then you lose the flow. It's like when you get your consistency going, you're rolling. But as soon as you have a little chink in the armor or a rest day, it's like sometimes it can take over. And it's what's happening here with us. And I need to get my arse in gear and start getting some more content out, or we need to. But a lot of the responsibility revolves around me, because Ben's obviously busy with work and everything going on, and the others. So I need to snap out of it and get back to basics.
Yeah, that's fair dues, mate.
Well, basically that's the same as us, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know,
it is exactly the same. Yeah, and like I said before,
I mean, to be honest,
go on.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, you've not been very well, Mark, for the last
3 weeks,
3 weeks. Yeah. Well, you sort of come and go, don't you? I mean, 1 minute you're fine, the next minute you're not fine.
Yeah.
And, you know, and to be honest, the way that the football's been going, like, personally, I'm not really bothered about it, you know. No, I mean, I know we should try and do regular things, you know, but
we will. We get back into it and we get going on it again.
Yeah, it's slowly getting back. Yeah.
Big up, Dan. Yeah. Hope you will, mate. Hope you will.
And I'll be honest as well. This is perfectly honest. Neither me or you, Mark, have got the foggiest idea how to do stuff on it.
Only to set a stream up, you know how to do that, and that's it.
We can do that. That's about it.
Everyone else helps us with all the other stuff.
Yeah, so, anything to do. Like, I've never ever edited a video in my life. I ain't got a clue, man.
No,
honestly, I don't know what to do. And like this background of Ben's shop, I just googled Kauffie Company and just blatantly stole a picture off of Google.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, it was blatant. Yeah. It was just like blatant theft. Well, not theft. Let's touch over the theft bit, but like,
what those photos are out there for?
Well, exactly. If they're on Google, then that's public consumption. If I've said the right word, you know.
Correct.
And so I thought, right, if we're going to rip off Ben's 2:00 slot, we'll do it properly. There's no point doing it half-heartedly.
You've done it remarkably well.
Yeah, if you're going to blatantly rip off Ben and his 2:00 slot, that he will be getting back whenever he comes back, whether that's tomorrow, Wednesday, I don't know. Well, I take it. Well, the last I heard of him, he was coming back today. So because he commented, does that mean he's back?
I don't know. I know he's coming back today. I just don't know.
Yeah, I take it
what time he's back here.
Well, he's certainly not walking back from Switzerland, so I take it he flew.
I'm guessing he flew. He best have flown.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's not going to walk back, is he?
True.
Thank you, Sean.
Sean. We just had a little chat, mate. Nothing major.
Just subscribe on your way out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we are only still very tiny. You know, but a lot of that is us as well, mate. We ain't put the content out, have we?
No, it's true.
You know.
True.
Well, we'll do a lot of stuff together when we're all together on the 6th.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
But around on the march, in the pub, all around the place.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And hopefully, Brian, have you got any thoughts about before we knock it on? How many people do you think might turn up this time?
Not a clue. But I'm by the way it's being mentioned, it should be bigger than the last one, the march.
Yeah.
So that's because there's a lot of people that said maybe I'll go. I don't know what the number, and they've seen the numbers, and obviously things have got worse since then. League wise and performance wise, yes, we've gone further in the Europa, but yeah, it should be a big amount of numbers, please God.
Yeah. And starting from the same place as last time, Brian, I imagine.
Exactly the same as last place as last time.
Yeah. That's right by Seven Sisters Station, yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there. All I know is the exact same location.
Well, it was down by Seven Sisters, or is it Sports Direct or something near there?
Sports Direct.
Exactly.
That's it.
It's there.
Sports Direct.
It's there. And so, because me and Nigel's going to get there probably 8:30 in the morning. We'll walk up to the cafe to meet you.
Yeah.
And get breakfast.
I'm aiming to get there for about 9-ish, 9:15 latest.
Yeah, but there we go. That's ideal. And so we'll walk up to the cafe, get some grub, wait for Cookie to turn up.
Yeah, I think my plane lands at about 10 to 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
At Heathrow. So I've just got to get from Heathrow to Spurs.
Easy.
It'll be fine. Looking forward to it, man. Really.
Yeah, well, I ain't got a clue, but
I said to Mark, Brian, it's all right looking at people on the screen.
Yeah,
but when you get down the pub or get to the protest, and it's like, fuck me, there's Brian. Sorry for swearing.
Yeah, there's
Brian there.
You know, there's going to be loads of us, loads and loads of us. It's going to be.
I can honestly say, I've only met Brian once, and that was at the Kauffie Company's 2nd birthday.
Yeah,
right. That's how long ago it was. It was the 2nd birthday, and I went, and just in Ben's coffee shop, there was like there was all these people that I'd just seen on YouTube.
Yeah,
and I was just stood there like starstruck for ages. There was like Brian there, was Ben was there.
Nothing to be starstruck about.
No, but I was. There was Ellie was there that had been on like loads of streams. Nick Collison was there that had been on loads of streams. You know, just people.
Yeah. It's just meeting people, isn't it, at the end of the day? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. And I just look forward to it. You know, I haven't had, all I can say is all the YouTubers that I've been involved with since I've been doing this have been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful people. Do you know what I mean? There's, you know, I'm not talking about when you ask someone something and they say, well, no, I can't help you. But generally, do you know what I mean? Even when it's a no, I can't help you, it's sorry about that, mate. You know what I mean? But people are great. They're fantastic. And I want to meet people in person to say thank you to them as well, because they've helped us out to get us to where we are now. Because if it was me and Mark on our own, I think we'd have been struggling a bit. Do you know what I mean? We have lots of guests on. We try and get guests on all the time whenever we do a show. And, just trying to pick it up from there, you know. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
We will indeed, bro. You will do, mate. You will do. You're great guys. You're a great channel. And the good thing is we're all here to support everyone.
Of course.
And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Spot on, Brian. Absolutely.
Yeah, that is spot
mate.
on.
Spot on. Yeah. Dan's in the chat. Want to say hello to Dan? All right, Dan. I hope you're all right.
Oh, is he? Hang on.
Dan 90. Dan 90's in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, Dan 90. Yeah.
He's been on our show.
Big up, mate.
Yeah. Big up, Dan.
Yeah. Oh, he come on the calling show, didn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. That's probably the last. Was that the last show we did?
Yeah. He's a good lad, Dan. Yeah.
Right. We've done our hour, mate.
Yeah, we have. I think I'll let you do the biz.
I can't remember what. Hang on, I just got. No, I don't want to show that yet. Right now, what? Oh yeah, right now. How does Ben do this? We've got to come up with a catchphrase, haven't we? I'm last, right? Right, Mark. Do you want to do yours first?
I ain't thought of mine yet. I'm still thinking of it now. Go on.
All right. Well, we'll let Brian take. Well,
yeah. It doesn't take me long to think of my catchphrase.
No, we all know what yours is. Come on then, Brian, take it away.
As always, Levy out.
And as always, Levy out, Lange out, Munn out, everyone out. Give us our football club back.
There you go.
Right, and that's the bottom line, because I know Ben does the rock, and that's the bottom line, because the sheriff said so. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. See, I am blatantly ripping Ben off.
That's what you got to do.
Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for watching.
See you all soon. Thanks, everyone.
Like and sub and all that stuff.
Cheers,
ciao for now.
The Two-Mark Show. Don't need a dressing gown. The Two-Mark Show. You can put your run sheet down.